Back in early 2015, I fell in love with the chateau I found online. I then had to convince my other half to give up our London life and move to rural France. To my surprise, she said yes, and a year later said yes again at our wedding at the chateau we now called our home. It's just us two and our husky Lightning, and now of course a few animals who seem to have joined us along the way.
It's such a beautiful place to live, so we decided to share it with everyone.
It's obviously a lot of hard work for just us two.
It's not always a fairy tale, and we don't always get it right.
But it's all fantastic fun along the way, so we bring this chateau back to life for others to enjoy as much as we do. Follow us, Angelina and Phil, along with the highs and lows of our chateau life.
Hey everybody, hope you had a great week. In this week's episode,
I'm finishing off a few little projects so I can finally say the Swan House is completed, and Angelina's got a few other bits and pieces.
yes, and if you enjoy our channel and everything we do, please subscribe. Enjoy.
Anyway, see you in a minute.
Today I wanted to do something exciting because I'm a bit bored of doing some nature riffing and de-weeding. So I've got this champagne bottle, huge magnum one, that is actually from our wedding. Our wedding was held here in the chateau a year after we moved in here, and it was a beautiful and glorious day, and this is our favorite tasting champagne, and I've kept these for this project that I'm going to do today, which is a few years delayed. And the thing that I want to make with it, because it is sentimental to us, is make some bedside table lamps for either side of our bed. That would be really nice, bring really great memories. It's an easy project to do. So I'm going to show you how I do this. So this table lamp is a simple plug-in, and it's even got a switch on the side, and this is something simple and cheap that you can purchase from any DIY store, and it comes in a range of colors. I love this is just me. And then you just finish it off with your favorite table lamp, or if you want to be a bit more exciting, you have a really cool actual light bulb in there, but I've gone for this option. And all you do is drill a hole in the glass. These drill bits, they all come in different sizes, and they are so useful because they not only cut glass, they will drill through porcelain and tiles, which I'm sure will actually come in handy in all sorts of projects that we've got to do here at the chateau. So I'm pleased I purchased this. So first things first is safety. I'm actually going to put a breathing mask because the glass dust is so fine and you don't really want to be breathing that in. Okay. Gloves. So I want this to be my front and this my back. So I'm gonna get on with drilling here. I should mention this will be a slow process, but patience is virtue. You want to be careful. You don't want to overheat the glass and crack it. Okay. Now that's done, all that's left to do is to put the wire through the hole, which is where the bulb is going to go into. So I'm going to get Phil for that because it will require a bit of help.
Okay guys, I've put this back on. I'm not a qualified electrician, so I'm not showing you how to wire one of these up because I'm not being responsible for anyone blowing themselves up. It is really simple, but if you don't know, just get someone who knows what they're doing to do it, please. There's a reason why you feed the cable in the bottom through the hole and then put your bulb holder on the top rather than the other way around. if you feed a cable into a hole here, because the bottle goes to a bottleneck and then out, the cable will hit the sides and will go up and eventually come out the top. If you try to feed it down here, then out of a hole that's halfway up the side of it, you're gonna swear. So just do it that way, okay? So I've done all the wiring. I've done the this bit, including a plug. Now it's for Angelina to do, so I'll leave everyone to it. Is that right, Han?
Yeah. The next step is to glue this bulb part in so that it stays. I'm just gonna, use normal glue, but I'm gonna use hot glue gun because it just sets really, really fast. You only need a little bit, and then it's gonna be all done. After a few seconds, this is all set, and I'm ready for my favorite bit, which is the finish. This beautiful lampshade and a bulb inside, and that way we'll have a pair ready, his and hers. It'll be wonderful, filled with memories. So this project was very, very easy to make and quick to finish. So I'm really pleased with that, and hopefully that will be useful to you, because I'm sure there's lots of bottles kicking around that could make good use of. We're really excited. Fuck your head in. We're really excited because we received a message from a friend of a chateau here in our village who has actually got the ridge tiles and is willing to give it to us. So I'm on my way to pick that up whilst Phil is carrying on with the Swan House and tidying it up and things like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll be back. Bye-bye now. Let's go. So this is our chateau friend Karen. She lives in our village and she's the one who gave us the ridge tiles. Yeah. So thank you ever so much. After watching our last vlog, she gave us a few of these. So I'm gonna head straight back, give it to Phil, and he'll be able to put this on and finish the project.
And hopefully they fit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they should. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And this is what the community does out here, to be honest.
It's about helping each other out.
Yeah, and in times of need, and it doesn't cost much or anything like that. Yeah. And it's a nice thing to do, and that's what we're all about here, sharing. Thank you, Karen.
Okay, great.
All right, I'll head out. Just here, notice that Karen's got a lovely heart at the end ridge of her roof. I might do the same. It's quite a cool idea. I'll give it a go. So I'm back now, and I'm gonna go and get Phil and show it to him. So let's see what he thinks of them. Go and have a look, Philly.
All right. Super. Oh, okay.
Have a look at the tiles.
Yeah. Okay, so I can paint these because I've actually got the right paint. The question is, I think I'll have to measure it up, but I think the angle is going to be too much, I'm afraid. Let's
okay, well, let's have a look.
Hey, it's worth a try for free.
Yep. Put it up. Let's see. Fingers crossed.
Nah.
It's too narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too high an angle.
Yeah, it's quite. You're gonna need. Yeah, it's too sharp of an edge.
So lots of French roofs have quite a higher pitch. Generally speaking, they're 45 degrees, which is what this is done at, and that's what you'll see in most places, certainly in the UK. That's the sort of standard one. In France and older stuff, they had a much higher pitch of the roof. The angle was much more acute, so it was much more like this, which is what these are off. Okay, it makes for a very interesting architecture. You often see it when you drive around France. It looks really cool and it looks oldie.
Yeah.
But that just means that these won't fit without huge amounts of gap underneath. You'd have to fill with cement to ridge mount it properly. And to be honest, for the 50 or 60 quid that we're going to have to spend on brand new zinc for the roof.
Well, the amount of work, isn't it? You might as well purchase, yeah.
It's not worth it for the amount of work, but it could have worked. That would have been fantastic. And that's what we're all about, is recycling. However, time for some new stuff. So
definitely worth a try, that's for sure.
Exactly. Right, let's get this on.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Here's one end. I wanted to do it off camera so I could swear as I got it wrong and not offend anyone. But here we go. Here's the tile fascias that I've kind of got the hang of. I've cut everything down, so I'll do it on the other end now.
So this is what it looks like. And then we just nail on the cut in half tiles over these end pieces of wood. And then there we go, sort of overlap them all the way to the top. Then we'll do the final middle piece. And then I've just got the ridge to do, but I've just got to go buy some ridge tiles. So, I've done lots, but I'm just going to make sure you understand the process. It's ding, ding, ding. These are all sort of cut in half. On a nice roof, if I was redoing the Chateau, I would be very much having these measured and cut straight on a proper tile saw, etc. I've done this with an angle grinder and a little bit rough because this is my learning process. So it's simply, you overlap about half, you don't use huge amounts of them, and it just butts up to the tile that goes here, to stop water getting in the side and give the wood edge protection. So nice hole drill there. Let's get another one there. You have 2 nails for a simple reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll just swing down. So there we go. Cool. So there we have it, repeated all the way up, both sides. I've done that end. We're going to cut one tile down for a centre ridge. So let me get on with this and then we'll show you the centre tiles properly and then the ridge tiles. Then I can forget this job because it's done. Cool, let's go. Here we go. Sides are all on. Now I've cut a piece just for the middle. Let's get that on. All right. Now to finish up the ridge and make it all neat and tidy. And I think we are almost complete. I mean, we're looking good, aren't we? I'm really happy. Been to the DIY shop. So we've got some zinc ridging plates. So these should go on quite nicely. So then I can finally say it's finished, apart from a coat of stain. First piece on. Now just to repeat the process. Here it is. Everything's all stained up. I'm happy. It's now complete. I don't know about you, but I like it. And I'm so glad we got around to doing this project.
So we're both in the car. I'm really, really excited because where are we heading to?
Print barn.
There's a local company who is also now our friend, who does all sorts of printing, and he was actually one of the ones that gave us the lovely cup that we had in one of our videos that we were drinking. He gifted it to us, and we got thinking it'll be really nice to have merchandise. It's only a short trip away, but it's still exciting nevertheless to get out finally.
Hang on, so this is Dave, he's the print barn. Hi.
And I
Right.
asked him, what is this? So go on, Dave, what is it?
The passport holders. We can. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Chateau passports.
If you'd like to keep the old European passport, we can print it with a European passport cover to go over your British
winner.
passport.
Or you can have a passport to my house.
Correct.
I like it. I need them. I need them in my life. I didn't know you could print on so many different things individually. My personal favourite are the wine stoppers. Although, if I'm honest, I've never used one in my life after opening a bottle. I've not used anything left. Wine cooler would work well. Again, though, doesn't last that long when it's out of the fridge. So. And cups. We've seen cups before.
We've seen everything now, well, so far. There's still a bit more to see, but I love this cup. This is fit enough for a chateau. Look how shimmery gold it is, so that's a winner for me anyways. But there's key rings, there's customized tiles you can have, which is quite cool. And then there's the wine stoppers, which Phil liked. There's the iPad covers and very essential wine cooling ones. These are really, really cool. And then these are different like placemats and coasters out of material. I've never seen a material one. This is really gorgeous. And Dave showed earlier like the passport holders, which is quite useful. I actually was the victim of purchasing one for sure because I love them. And card holders, which are very cute. Look at that, pink and white. It's so me. And I love this. This is really cool because it's like a cheese board cutter with the the tile inside that you can have custom made. And I love that. That's something I would definitely use, and it'll keep the cheese cool. And then there's cushion covers underneath, which I love, and they're so soft. It's like velvety. It's beautiful. I'm holding some clocks as well, which is really cool. This is a huge square one, a round one, and this, which you can have custom made and printed, which is really, really awesome. I didn't know you could do this. And then there's a huge variety of different coasters of this jigsaw puzzle one, which is really like fun and beautiful and unusual. And obviously the jigsaws, which are really cool as well.
We can have a chateau jigsaw, hun.
Yeah, we can have a chateau jigsaw. So there is so much to see. It's unreal, and choose. This is the iPad holder. I don't have an iPad, I have a laptop, but it's cool. There's a lot. Now, I really want to go and see some of the t-shirts and other things and like basically wearing material and stuff. So let's have a look at that.
I really like the key rings. Coming back to the wine stoppers.
Right, clothing though. I like clothing.
Look what I found, isn't it cute? Look, little baby can have Chateau Bidoubayol or Chateau Life. It can be a Chateau baby. Here's some of the other things. These are like the bags.
Tote bags. Tote bags. That's what they're called.
Tote bags, that's it, bags. I personally love the cream one because it looks so natural, and I'm sure it's linen, not cotton. Maybe cotton, I don't know. It's really cool and natural. And then there's my personal favorite, though personally maybe not in this color, but it's an apron. And I love that. I definitely would use that. I don't actually have an apron, come to think of it, but there's so much to choose from. So, what would be an interest for you guys? What would you be interested in? Because I'm a practical person and I like cups and things like that. So, let us know. But I'm going to go and see more stuff now.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We have wanted some merchandise for souvenirs for our events for people. Obviously you guys out there at the channel have all expressed an interest, and of course some little gifts for our patrons. We'd love to hear your suggestions on what you think the best things would be. We've shown you a few things, we've got a few ideas, but we'd love to hear from you on that one.
Yeah, and we also have our, events, assumed we're allowed to hold them. We kind of need some uniform and a good look as well, all branded, so that's the other reason. So I'm quite excited about that. Now, for the project that I did in this video, the 2 table lamps made out of champagne bottles or any bottles, if you do want to make that, I'll make sure and put the link to the drill bits in the description, so do check that out. It's really fun and easy to make.
And of course, as every week, shout out to our patrons. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of the Chateau family. You all know who you are. I won't mention you by name, it would take too long. However, anyone guys that's interested in supporting the channel and being part of the Chateau family, do check out the link to our Patreon page in the description below.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And also, if you did enjoy this video, please share it with your friends, make it go far and wide. It really helps us, the Chateau, and the channel. to let us know we are loved. Do give us likes for this video, any comments, suggestions of future things you'd like to see. We always listen and always interact. And if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button. It will change into a bell. Make sure you hit that so that way you get all the latest notifications. And we see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.